Let's go ahead and take a look at this knife. This is a BHK Patriot Scout. I've shown this a little bit as of late, and I've got a lot of interest in it, so I think it's time to review it. Give you a little bit of history. Is BHK actually sent me the Highlander. This was a knife that I received from them a long time ago. Within a week of getting the Highlander, I was so impressed with it that I got on their website and I purchased this one because I liked that one so much. This is essentially the same thing, just a smaller version. Blade on this is 5/32 inch thick. So it's not terribly thick, but it's certainly robust enough. It's gonna handle quite a bit. It's 01 tool steel. Now, if you guys haven't messed with tool steel before, I really like tool steel. It does take a little bit longer to sharpen. Again, I always say it's not harder, it just takes a little bit longer to put an edge on it. That said, once you get a good edge on it, it retains that edge much longer. And this thing takes a wicked, wicked edge. You can see it's full flat ground. They do have different options to do a saber ground or a Scandi ground. You can also get this in a gun bluing. The Highlander that I had before, I did get that done with it. This one, honestly, I was going for a little more traditional look, as you can kind of tell from the handle scales and just the overall color on this thing. But the length on the blade is just shy of 4 inches. How are you? Yeah, you like it out here, don't you? So it's got a nice precision tip, but robust enough where it is going to take some batoning and it's going to just shrug it off. See, it's got a nice drop point to it and not a whole lot of belly. It's kind of a gradual sweep to the main blade, but overall pretty good there. Moving down to the handle scales on this, they are micarta handle scales, and there's a variety of different colors you can choose from and polished versions of those colors. This is what I believe to be the natural color. Non-polished is what I got, and then you can see also the red inserts. The inserts you get will cost extra if you decide to get them. You don't have to, but that's what's really cool about this blade is you've got 3 different grinds you can choose from. The micarta handle scales you've got a variety of different colors there, and then the inlays, the inserts, variety of different colors there as well. So you can really tailor this blade to how you want it to look. So there's a lot of options that way. The handle scales on this is that broom style. So if you're used to flat scales, it might be a little adjustment for you. At least that's what I found when I started using my first broomstick style. But I'll tell you what, the ergonomics are phenomenal with these type of things. You can really work this blade quite a bit. You can see in the end here, generous sized lanyard hole. The handle scales are pinned to the full tang underneath, and as far as grip goes, you can see you can actually choke up quite a bit and get real close to where that blade edge is, and that's something that I really like. So it doesn't have a finger choil, but you can get so close. On this type of blade, you don't need one. The overall fit and finish of this blade and my Highlander, I can hear those coyotes going still, of both blades have been excellent. There's a lot of quality craftsmanship, workmanship that go into these BHK blades, and I've been really impressed with them. So this blade is running, at least last time I checked, about 140 bucks is what you're looking at. And again, that's going to be dependent on if you do the inserts, that type of stuff will change that slightly. But for me and where I am currently with my blade purchasing, I find that 140 is worth it because you get a lot of quality for that price. Just like with the blade and the handle scales on this, you have a lot of options with the sheath. The sheath I opted to go for was pretty standard, so let's take a look at that. Standard leather sheath with this, just the belt loop up top. It's going to fit most sizes of belts. Not a problem there. It's a good quality leather sheath. I did treat it. Good stitching all the way across. You do have some holes if you want to use them for any means necessary. If this is turned upside down, the blade will fall out, so it's not, this particular sheath doesn't really hold it. Now if I'm up hiking around, walking around, climbing up stuff, I'm really not concerned about it. Now if I happen to fall down upside down in the mountain or decide to do cartwheels out here for whatever reason, maybe not a good idea. So there are other options out there for the sheath. You've got a dangler option, you've got Kydex options, you've got Kydex with a leather backing, I believe. Some of these will cost extra, but there are a lot of options available. And that's one thing I like about this knife overall, is it's just so many things you can do with it to make it yours. So there you have it, the BHK Patriot Scout. I really like this blade, especially if you're in for something about that size. You don't want something too big. This is a great option, great ergos, great edge retention. I love the looks of the knife, and as far as looks go, you don't like this one? Well, change it up. Do different colors, do different inserts, different sheath options, a lot of stuff going for this knife. Go ahead and take a look at it if you're in the market for something like this. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna run around the mountains. We'll see you.